When I was a baby, they didn't really give me much scope because they told me told my parents not to expect too much of me and to just play things purely by ear because I had a slight disability. And my faith sort of got me through that. You know, I mean, you never give up on anything, really.
Are we allowed to come in?
You are. Hello there, how are you?
I brought some flowers from Holland.
Oh, that was nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
How are you doing? But what are you going to do with the flowers?
Yeah, really nice. I put them in water.
Okay, here it says what you have to do to keep them fresh. But you probably know. How's life these days?
Life's very well.
Yeah? Are you happy?
Extremely happy. I've never been happier.
Enjoying yourself?
Immensely.
Yeah? But still living here?
Still living here, but living in your own community helps to keeps you grounded.
Yeah?
Helps to keep you grounded.
You feel grounded here?
Feel grounded, yeah.
This is going to stay your place forever, probably?
Maybe not forever, but for a good bit.
Yeah?
Just for now.
And I'm disappointed because Pebbles is not here.
Pebbles is down in London, being looked after by a nice old lady called Pam, and just thriving.
Yeah. Is that because you're not often here anymore?
It's because I'm often travelling, and it would be very fair on the cat. So the cat just stays with a nice person.
Yeah. But you miss Pebbles? No.
I miss Pebbles, yeah. I miss her, but I can see her any time I want to, so it's okay.
Whom do we see there on the wall?
Well, that's my dad when he was in the army during the war, and that's my mum and dad when they were sweethearts. Now, they were 20 years old when they got married. They got married way back in 1936. So they would have been married X number of years now.
And is that you as a baby? No.
But the painting. That thing. Yeah. Well, I suppose so. You think that I can't live without your love. You see. You think I can't go on another day.
The youngest of 10 children. You were not spoiled, were you? It's normal when you're the youngest of so many children.
It's quite normal to be spoiled, but I think I'd be put in my place with the elder ones, so don't worry about that.
And then the repertoire of the album is surprising.
Well, each and every one is sort of geared towards certain things that happened. The title track, I Dreamed a Dream, was about maybe changing my circumstances.
Yeah.
And it certainly did that.
But there's a Rolling Stones number as well.
Wild Horses. Well, that's a sort of a different version to it. It's something that was really surprising, and that's a whole element about this album as well. It has to be really surprising.
Yeah. And now you have sold over 8 million copies, Susan. 8 million. 8.3 today.
Where is that?
Tomorrow maybe 8.5.
Ooh, well, isn't that nice?
Van China tot Brazilië, van Australië tot Amerika.
How was your reception in the States? Because that must have been amazing for you as well. Because everything changes in your life nowadays.
Well, everything can change, but the reception in the States has been really good because quite surprising for me anyway. You know, I feel quite humbled by it.
You always have to answer the same question because it's surprising what happens to you. Can you cope with it? Because from one world you came into a completely different world.
And from obscurity I came to all this.
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Well, it's a complete change, but I think I'm more adjustable than I was in the very beginning. Yeah. Because like everything else, you have to learn from scratch. And I think I'm a bit more...
Yeah. Are you learning every day now?
Learn something new every day, but it makes it variety is the spice of life, isn't it?
Yeah. It was your mother who asked you to join in for Britain's Got Talent. Without her advice, wouldn't you have done it?
Well, it was a kind of sad situation really, because my mother, well, as most people know, my mother passed away, and I said to my mother I'd actually try and do something with my life, and the opportunity to go in Britain's Got Talent came at a time when I said to myself, well, I don't know whether I can do this or not. So I went on, did my wee bit, and I was surprised. Yeah. You know.
Were you nervous when you were there?
I was nervous at the audition. I mean, everybody gets nervous at any audition, really, because you never know really what to expect. But when I went on stage and you just sort of... You can either go nervous or you can actually be cheeky. And I was cheeky. Yeah. Well, I won't say it here, but I was cheeky. You know, and I sort of bluffed my way through it, you know.
But you had done a lot of auditions before that, and those auditions, I've been reading, didn't make you extremely happy, to say the least. What happened?
The compere made me laugh too much. Yeah. And I sort of corpsed each time, and that's not what you do, you know.
So it didn't bring you any further, did it?
Didn't bring me any further because of the fact I was nervous and I kept on corpsing. But you get better at auditions the more you do them, and well, you see the rest of the result when it was on Britain's Got Talent.
The taping was in January and the broadcast was only on the 11th of 2009. What were you doing in these months in the meantime? Did you have any idea what was going to happen?
I had no idea what was going to happen really, because nobody really does. But I was recalled for other rounds as well, and there was other filming done in association with the programme, and that's all I'm allowed to tell you.
And this date, the 11th of April 2009, if you have to describe what that day means in your life, what would you say?
Well, that particular day on the 11th of April was kind of special because my brother was in at the time. I couldn't view it on my own, and there was a lot of excitement around because people knew it was going to be on that night. And when I came on, it really shocked everybody. And when the broadcast was finished, I opened the door and these lassies were sitting screaming outside. I says, "Oh no, what have I done?" You know, just the reaction was phenomenal. You know,
It's quite unbelievable, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
It is an enormous pity, of course, that your mother didn't live all your successes, but maybe she can see it. What do you think? Will she be aware of what's happening to you now?
Oh, very much aware now. I think she'd probably be very proud of me now, actually.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
She sees everything, probably.
Oh, she sees everything.
Yeah.
She's not here physically, but she's here spiritually, and I'm very strong spiritually.
Yeah.
That's what I actually believe. Yeah.
If you really want something, you
Really want something badly enough, you can't achieve it.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
And you always wanted this.
I did for
Yeah.
23 years.
With all your heart.
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
And your voice.
You're a charmer. No sweeping and all I remember is being put in an ambulance and taken to this kind of clinic. I think it was a Priory, they called it. But I look back at it now, it was a necessity because I was tired.
Zelfs de Engelse premier Gordon Brown maakte zich publiekelijk zorgen toen ze terecht kwam in deze kliniek.
But you had your difficult moments as well, because it was very tiring, wasn't it?
Well,
From one day to another.
Everything's tiring, but there's a special kind of tiring, really. There's a tiring you get when you've actually done a good job. And that's a very pleasant feeling when you've actually given your all and really put your best into it. Yeah. That's how you become tired. Yeah. The negativity of being tired is just not being able to do well. And I did well, so that's, you know.
Yeah, so that's great. There was a certain moment when your Prime Minister said, well, I wish her well.
I wasn't really aware of the Prime Minister being involved, but thank you anyway.
Yeah, no, Gordon Brown said that.
Yeah, I didn't really know anything about that until recently. But still, thanks.
And now for the future.
The future? I'm just
working hard, you're going to tour probably with an orchestra. Is that a dream come true? Or
it's a dream come true, but it's something I'm really looking forward to. It's a sort of further growth point from being someone who was very unsure of whether or not she would make it, and somebody who now, with the right people behind her, knows now that she's got the expertise to go on and do further things.
Yeah. And you have the right people around you nowadays, because that's important.
It's very important to have the right people, and I have the right people with the expertise to move things along.
But it's amazing, isn't it? You started a new life.
It's an entirely new life.
Yeah.
Completely different to the obscure person I was before. Yeah. I've changed a lot. I've got a bit more confident than I was before. And it's sort of matured me in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Does the confidence come from success? Does that help?
Confidence comes from the right guidance. And the success bit, well, that's just a bonus.
Yeah. Can one say that your career now is a tribute to your mother?
It is, yeah, very much so. I feel she's with me all the time. I think I've got a lot of people behind me who care, and I couldn't wish for better.
Yeah. At the beginning you said, I don't want to change my image. Have you changed a bit, or...?
I want to be a bit more ladylike.
Because in here you're still the same, of course.
Well, emotionally, I'd still be the same, although that's got to be worked on. Got to learn to be a bit more ladylike, but I won't go into that here. And, well, the image, the mad hairdo has gone. Bushy eyebrows can be worked on. You know. The frock's long ditched, you know. what you see here is something entirely different and a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
It sits very firmly on my shoulders.
But are you most of the time in a positive mood like this, or do we have a good day today?
You'll always have a good day because now is the changed person that you've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not the wee lassie I was before.
That's a nice way to put it.
I'm a fully fledged adult.
Away.